Hello, dear friends. Nice to meet you again. It's me, Jurgita, and you're on my channel, Tusenhav. In Norwegian, that means thousand seas. And mainly it's because I live on an island surrounded by water, and Norway is famous for that. Finally, we have summer, and it's been very hot, so a little bit cooler, so you can work or do something. We have 26 and very humid weather. The North Norway behind the polar circle, they have 34, so it's very hot. And some regions have like floods and it's been raining like crazy. So we have everything here. So I've been working a lot on my knitting, and today I want to have an update on the things that I've done, on what I'm working on right now, what I will put aside for a bit, and some acquisitions and some new plans. And before we dive into that, I would like to thank you for subscribing to my channel. And the amount of subscribers was never a big thing to me. But now, as the numbers are getting bigger and bigger, I've become a bit into that game, how much subscribers I can get. So yesterday we reached the number of 1,000, and that's very pleasant for me that I have so many people who love knitting, who share similar views, attitudes, way of knitting, or just find my channel inspirational and can simply spend around 40-30 minutes in my company while knitting. And to make things a bit more fun and interesting, I decided that I will publish the pattern, my sock pattern, here on my channel when we reach the number of 1,500 subscribers. So if you're watching me and you are not subscribed, but you would like to learn how to knit my socks, here they are in all their glory, right? And please subscribe and let's make it happen as soon as possible. I still haven't decided on the name, and to be honest, I'm in a bit of a trouble how to name the socks. So if you have any good ideas, please write them down in the comments and I will be very appreciative. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's look at the two finished objects that I knitted for my colleague and friend. So the first one I showed you a little bit earlier, and it was the shrug. So I had to wash it twice because the first time it wasn't really washing, I just dampened it. And the alpaca, because it's alpaca wool with thin silk mohair, so it did not give the halo. So it looks like that. What I like about it is this part, because it doesn't slide over the shoulders. It's still not too wide to make it look very big and chunky. I think I will knit more of those. So this is done. It also has the tag Tusenhav, Thousand Seas. The second one is the cardigan, and I was using the same yarn. I just wanted to use the leftovers. And I nearly achieved that. And I knitted a cardigan. I didn't follow any pattern because, well, simple raglan V-neck cardigan is a very easy knit. What you do is you take the numbers that you would usually use for your sweater and take away the stitches for the front. Just leave 3 stitches on each side after the raglan line, and then you increase every 4th row. Yes. And you get the cardigan, and you make the regular raglan increases either every 2nd round if you want it to be wider and to have a wide sleeve, or you could make every 3rd row or every 2nd and 4th row. It will give you not that wide sleeve, and it sits better according to my taste. It looks better. I knitted the double. Oh, I still have some. Good that I'm showing you. The double-sided button band, and I bought a smaller button and the same, just a bit bigger, but I haven't tried. What do you think? I'm not sure if the big one it goes through, but I made them very small. I was so happy. The other yarn that I used was from my stash. It was alpaca wool, the same as this one from San Nasgar and a strand of mohair. And for the gray one, I used merino wool Lannett from San Nasgar and a strand of mohair. I was so happy with this knit that I decided to knit a cardigan for myself, also stripy. I looked at my stash and found some mohair that I bought in a second-hand shop where they sell very good quality things. So it was new yarn. It was Viking Gun Kid Silk 77 kid mohair and 23% silk. So I bought 2 balls of blue. I bought 2 balls of old rose. And there were also 2 balls of this petroleum green. So I decided to make it stripy like that using these colors. And I started looking what yarn I could use to pair it with. So for the old rose, I had this. I knitted many garments in this color. For the green, I found baby wool net. In fact, it's not leftover yarn. I have a sweater quantity, but I think I can take 2 balls and use up because I think I have 10 balls, so I don't need that much. And for the blue, I couldn't find anything. It's more like violet blue or purple blue, like this. Now you can see well. So I had to go to the shop and get the blue color. So this was the closest color I could get, and I think it will look nice. So I will start this very soon. What else? The second object that I finished are the socks. So how should I name them? Do you have any ideas? I haven't washed them because I was waiting for another pair to be finished so I could wash them together. And tonight, as I had insomnia, I wasn't sleeping, so I was knitting and I finished this sock. 2 socks, a pair of socks. This pair of socks, it's this one, is very special. And suddenly something happened and my voice disappeared, so I will try to record my voice on top of the video. So this is a very special pair of socks because it uses a very special yarn that is nice and ugly and wonderful at the same time. It's Rauma Garn Vandre, and this yarn is designed for sock knitting, though it has 0% synthetics polyamide. It consists of 50% of special sheep wool with very long fibers or here, and it makes the garment very sturdy. When you buy the yarn, you get that type of little leaflet kind of recipe how to knit it. So what you have to do, you knit the sock and then you have to wash on 40 degrees Celsius for at least 1 hour. And you have to give full spinning cycle. After that, you flatten them, give them the right shape, and let them dry. And your sock is ready to be worn. All other washes, you do either regular wool program or hand wash. So I found this yarn when I was traveling last year in Norway, and I bought 4 balls. It's quite expensive yarn, so for a pair you need like 20 euros. But on the internet, I came across a lady who was selling it way cheaper, and I guess this yarn was from Rauma Garn outlet shop because some balls had no labels and some had. So I bought 3 different colors. This is very rough yarn, and if you touch it, you can feel that the first impression is you are holding a string of jute. And knitting at first was quite difficult. When you knit, it's not scratchy to your hands, but when you put the knitting on your lap, it scratches your legs, even through the trousers. So it gives such good micro massage that your feet should be really warm in the coldest winter. So here I'm showing what colors I bought. So I bought beige, I bought black and off-white. So this is how much I have of the black. A lot of beige color. And a bit of off-white. And I was knitting and showing my husband the yarn, how weird and coarse it is. And he also asked for a pair of socks using this yarn. You can see the spin, the twist is very uneven, and it's difficult to pull the stitch through the loop. So you have to use quite a lot of kind of like physical power. I washed a little sample, but I didn't use the washing machine. I just used regular soap and rubbed it. So as I was telling you, my husband got very interested in this yarn, and as he is going to the mountains in the north quite soon and he will be traveling for 2 weeks, so he will give a very good test for this yarn, and I will let you know how it wears and if it's warm enough. Another work in progress is this lace sweater that I did not touch last week, and today I'm going to work on it. So what I did here, I bought a lace band, cut into the lace and sewed one side of it so it gives a nice curve. And then I picked up the stitches, started knitting a regular raglan sweater. I have done the body and I think I have to do the ribbing, but for the ribbing I will not use the usual 1x1 ribbing. I will simply knit and fold it in just to have as little extra details as possible. I just want the lace motif to be the main detail of the sweater. There's one work that I will put aside, and this is the light blue sweater for my friend. This is a satin sleeve sweater, and I'm not sure if I've done the right thing. I think that after washing, the stitches will loosen up, and this amount of stitches, this width for the shoulder might be a bit too much. I think 1 or 2 stitches less on each shoulder would be perfect, but I have to try it on my friend, and at the moment she is busy with her wedding and her guests, so she will have to wait for that sweater. Next week I'm going to record a video where I will show you some of my knitting notebooks, and we can go together through them, and I will show you the way I think, which ideas or models I choose as my inspiration, and maybe you will like that as well. It was all I had to tell you this week. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for watching, and let's knit the wonderful sock together. We need 500 people and we will do that. And now I'm saying goodbye. See you soon.